Hello, everybody. Welcome to you. Alan Robson with you. Behind the camera tonight is Kenny D. Say hi.
Yay, hi.
Now, it's almost like coming back in time because this is Marsden Grotto. Now, we asked if we could get in, and they said no, not after everything you did the last time. If you check out the story of the Marsden Grotto, you will see my name written in its history because something horrific and terrible happened. Probably because of me. Now, this building, and if you come along, we'll take you. We're not going down the lift, we're actually going to take you down the steps, which is something amazing. It's amazing. We might lose signal going down them steps. If we do, we're going to keep going, we're going to keep filming because we're coming back up, and that's going to be a monstrous thing to do. But we're coming back up, and we're driving along to two more sites here in the glory that is South Shields and Marsden.
Can we just make sure everybody can hear work? Because somebody just put the mic's not working.
Really?
But it is working according to this. You definitely got yours on, and it's getting a signal here.
Should be able to pick us up where it looks like it's working. So just confirm it, just to save us any hassle. This is, of course, live, and we're freewheeling, Kenny and I. Now, the situation about the grotto.
Loud and clear.
The situation at the grotto is it's amazing. Come and have a quick look. This is the cave bar. Now, there's only about 7 cave bars, and I mean bars built out of caves, literally carved out of the wall. There's only 7 of them in all of Europe, and this happens to be one of them. But it's synonymous with, well, a problem. And the problem is, this is territory that back in the day used to be the most violent and vicious area of the Northeast. When people say that, they say, well, obviously out in the wilds it was worse. Yes, but for a built-up area, this was a place where no decent people ever came. A man called Peter Allen bought the caves, and when he started cleaning them out, he discovered the dead bodies of 18 smugglers that had just been killed, stuck in caves and left to rot. And Peter Allen decided he was going to build out of the cave. But who was the tavern for? Smugglers, people that used to come down and grab whatever they could when a ship got wrecked. It's amazing. I mean, the story is amazing. This is Smuggler Central that we're in at the present moment. Now, you can get in a lift and you can go down and you're in nice caves with lovely tables, lovely seafood speciality, open for coffee from 10 a.m. Very nice indeed. However, come on me, because the history of this place is just staggering. Now, as I say, we may go off. We'll only be off briefly because we're coming straight up after we've got all the way to the bottom, which is awful. And I mean, Kenny, I'm really sorry for this. But this is something. Now here, the book of Revelations, it's essentially the part of the Bible that you and I get a mention in, aren't we? Because we're that old.
Yeah.
Fear God and give him glory, for the hour of his judgment has come, and worship him who made heaven and earth, the sea and the fountains of water. Now, what you don't realize is that next to this, Christian blah. Now, if you are a Christian, and we mean you no disrespect, you believe exactly what you want to believe. This is a suicide capital. For 500 years, people have been leaping off the cliffs here. During my spell of going into the Marsden Grotto, it led to a suicide. I regret this immensely because it was not. I didn't know the guy, didn't know what was going to happen. I'll explain all of that. It was, nobody rang me or anything. It was, but it was in with a package for me. I'll tell you more about that a little bit later. But just look at where we have to go, Kenny.
Oh my God. Oh my God.
Now,
Why do I say, oh my God, when I don't even believe in God?
I don't know. Do we risk going down or do we stay on the tops? It looks amazing down there.
I think we need to go down, don't we?
Come on, then.
I'll stay next to you because it might be that I'm just picking you up on here, not your mic. I don't know. One person has said that, but everyone else seems to be hearing it. So, but we'll stay next to you.
We've got a second mic when we get back to the
yeah,
car.
exactly.
So we'll do that. So along you come.
I'll be next to you anyway all the time, won't I?
You will. Look at this.
Oh.
Now,
do you know I've never been down there? I don't think.
No, but if you leap off the cliffs here,
yeah.
It's not like,
if I fall down these stairs, I'm gone.
It's kind of like if you go off the cliffs here, it's not a broken arm or a fractured knee or you've done your hip.
Oh, look at the sea. Lovely.
But do you know, 500 years of suicides, thousands of them, and back in the late 1800s, according to a Victorian newspaper.
Yeah.
And the other into that Victorian newspaper, even just looking. Oh,
don't keep hold of the wheel.
Spooky though. Look at this. Just.
Oh.
The elbow into that Victorian newspaper that I keep mentioning.
Yeah.
The on separate days, there've been 2 and 3 suicides a day. Yeah.
Right.
Now, I don't know whether can we stick on
Oh.
At least you get a full idea of just the glory of the place. Just look at this. That's the elevator.
Yeah. Yeah.
Now, I want to tell you about this elevator. It wasn't always an elevator.
Right.
Before they put hanging from a rope in there, a man, it's Jack the Jiggler, down just for the house. An old fat and smugglers would come in, leave their stuff, sometimes on Marsden Rock, and then they'd get a boat across, have a few drinks, sell a bit of stuff down here, and then they'd head out back out to sea to bring some. Now, on the Gibber,
Don't worry. We're going back up the steps. I'm going to get there. I hope. I'll keep it on me till I get up there. Jazz. Hang on. Camera. Whew. God.
Oh, well.
How did I do that before the camera?
What, turn it back around again?
Aye. Right, that's off for some reason. Camera.
You press on front camera.
Yeah, back camera. It's gone. Come on. Right.
Right. We did say it would go, so
We did.
let's stay up on the high. Big signs here saying, don't go beyond the cliff top barrier. Don't go within 10 metres of the cliff base. Watch out for incoming tides, because the tides come in here and they're very, very strong. We're just telling you on the stairs there before we went off, and we kind of knew we'd go up, so we're staying here for the rest of the time. Just come along here. That's the glory that is the grotto. Private lift, no access to the beach. And the kind of is, well, I'll tell you more about that. Now, we mentioned that in this massive lift area, didn't used to be there. It just used to be caves. So we've got a bit of a pant on. Come up the stairs one quick. Can you see this? This whole thing didn't used to be there. They're just holes in the rock. But in the cavernous area that's linked to that, they found the body of John the Gibber. John had dobbed on everybody, had grassed, I suppose is the term. And John the Gibber had been grabbed by a group of people that were pro-smuggling. And why wouldn't you be? Because anybody that came here got their booze cheap. They got silks cheap. They got tea, which was very valuable. They got all of it super cheap. And on top of that, this whole area along here, there were wreckings where somebody, sometimes in boats called wherries, W-H-E-R-R-Y. Have you ever heard of it, Kenny, a wherry?
I have heard of a wherry, yeah.
Well, a wherry, it's like a rowing boat, but with very sharp ends, almost like a kayak.
Yeah.
And the idea was to get through the water quickly. In other words, get this stuff to the beach before the tally man comes and stops us. And John the Gibber and his whole family and all of the people that lived around here used to come down and get cheap stuff. And if a boat cracked up on the rocks and all the stuff was coming in to the shore, they'd go down to the beach and see what they could get. I mean, some of you might remember when one of those big cargo ships lost its load and those big containers were washing up on the beach. If you broke into the container, anything in the container is yours. Well, back then it was even worse. They were getting whatever they could. And it was said that when the wreckers came, there'd be like 6 tally men here trying to collect customs from people. And you'd have, what was that?
What was that?
I think it's just a car coming in, what's odd noise. And you'd get women with long skirts with hooks under their skirt so they could attach a barrel of rum and presumably walk home like this with the rum, with the rum directly underneath, just heading home. There was one woman who had a bustle, if you can remember.
Yeah.
Skirts that had bustles. She created a bustle that had a lid, and she'd come down here and fill it with tea and then carry pounds of tea away and then sell it in packets to the rich and wealthy around South Shields. The stories here are amazing. But John the Gibber's body was found in a cave, hanging in a barrel. He'd starved to death. They'd hung him up in a cave, gone, dead. So before you even start, you've got
Oh,
you've got
scream that was.
and there was some over here. And who's going down? That was weird. And of course over there you've got Marsden Rock.
Yeah.
Now Marsden Rock's got a few stories as well. So Kenny, light up whatever you can. I'll light it up alongside you. And let's just walk along here, collect along this kind of seafront, because there's not a whole lot to see, but you want to be looking over the edge here.
Yeah.
If you can with your
I've got
light. So we've already got 18 bodies found there at the Marsden Rock. You've got John the Gibber found in a barrel, his body all decrepit and semi-mummified. But you also had a ghost, and the ghosts, the man who blasted holes in that rock that's directly in front of us, Marsden Rock. The man's name, and he's very famous back in the day, a very famous man who used to work in the mines. He was a blaster, Bob the Blaster. And,
Bob the Blaster.
Bob the Blaster. It was actually Jack the Blaster. You've been called a bit of a blaster. You see this? And it's very amazing.
It is.
You see a little bit of something. But if you look down at where the water at the bottom, you can see tiny little caves.
Yeah, you can.
Just on the water's edge. And it was said that some of the smugglers would climb inside Marsden Rock, in the caves inside. And Jack the Blaster, who was exceeding famous, he worked in the colliery, and he and his wife didn't want to pay the high rents where all of the miners and the blasters lived, a place called Allendale. So he said, stuff it, I'm going to go out to Marsden Rock, I'm going to blast the cave, make the cave bigger. Me and my wife's going to live on Marsden Rock, rent-free. And he did. Catching fish, working, blasting at the colliery, then coming down here and doing all of that, which I think is amazing. And he blasted out the insides. Now, of course, this led Jack the Blaster to become a smuggler, because other smugglers were coming up to Marsden Rock and saying, well, normally we leave a few casks in here. And he's saying, well, it's me home now. So the smugglers say, well, I tell you what, we'll give you some booze, we'll give you some money if you can let us use your home to keep stuff in. And Jack said, yeah, deal. So he's making money there, he's making money at the colliery, blasting holes in here, and his ghost is said to walk around this area of the car park, just along this end where it gets a bit raggedy and scrappy. They've seen a man dressed in like colliery clothes, big boots, walking along this kind of scrappy area. Now, if you see anything, obviously, we want to hear from you. Do you see that, Kenny?
There's definitely something moving there,
See
just
the
in front of
sparkle?
us.
No,
Yeah,
It's like cat's eyes.
it is there,
What
literally there. Oh, it's lighting up. It's got to be some kind of reflective light, surely. Oh, that's weird.
It's dancing.
Anyway, I've got to tell you, Jackie said she remembers Marsden Rock falling. They walked through it 2 days before, and then it fell. It wasn't their fault.
No, but Marsden Rock, it was beautiful. It was a proper arch, and it was known all over Britain. Very, very special. I've got my story to tell you that we haven't talked about. I want to go and
Right, I'll give some mentions while we're doing it. Go say hello to Heather.
Hello, Heather.
Ken, Margaret, Daniel. Oh, I've got to watch me step while I'm trying to do this. This isn't so good.
Well, welcome everybody. Thanks for being with us.
Ah, it's silver foil, isn't it? That's the silver. Yeah, it's a sort of packaging on it. Yeah.
Somebody that's gone off here.
Oh.
Is it Ross Gallagher? Ross Gallagher died in 2020 because the drinks bring back all the memories of everything we've been through. And there's a picture of Ross with his family. A beautiful tribute. His cap. Look at that. Oh, what a shame. And the Samaritans have put these kind of things along here. Talk to us, we listen, because you should never choose to take your own life. I'm just good. You shouldn't climb over here. Please don't. Can you stay on this?
I'll stay on this side. Remember, I'll not be here though.
No, it's just tells you that it's the Lees.
Right.
So Shield. But the Samaritans put a barrier
All the way along here, there's tributes, isn't there? Flowers.
Well, so many people have lost their life. We mentioned 500 years of suicide here. 500 years, and there's a tribute. All of this.
There's more along there. Oh, look at that along there. We'll get to that. Oh, it's so sad, man. Oh.
Dad and Granda. Oh, is this not heartbreaking? Special dad for my husband on your birthday. Get in close to it, Kenny. Let everybody see. This is just...
Yeah, got it. Oh.
What do you think? When people... And for years, I was working, obviously, on a talk show late at night. And I had hundreds of people over the years. You remember, it's close to 50 years. Wanting to commit suicide. And I'm very happy to say that nobody on my watch took their life. But it's things like this, to be honest, that prove to me that it's like when you chuck a pebble in a pond, you get all the rings, the ripples coming out.
Yeah.
And when somebody says, nobody loves me, nobody cares, you're going to say that the people who put these tributes together in the middle of wild bracken, and you're telling me that those people didn't care, that they didn't love?
Yeah.
They're broken, these people.
Probably just didn't seem like that at the time, though, does it?
People feel isolated and alone, and they never are. There's always people around, and all they've got to do is reach out and ask.
People don't like though, do they?
That doesn't matter whether they like you or not. Look at this.
Oh.
Look at it. Look at this. Lost without you, Michael. Love you always. To Michael, love and miss you always from Kelly. Those we love don't go away. They walk beside us every day. To Dad, love you, Zoe. Look at this. Light up mushrooms. It's hard to forget someone who gave you so much to remember.
I love the fact that they've got the cans and that there as well for them.
Bottles of Stella, bottle of beer.
It's sad, but at least just try and remember them in a nice way.
And that's Michael's tribute. And a family who are just full of love for him. Just full of love for him. And obviously that doesn't stop.
No.
Doesn't stop. And these are just people that have decided I'm going to end it, and all the way along. I mean, there's more.
Yeah.
We'll make this the last one. I mean, look at this. A boxing champion. Dale, 2014. Oh, my goodness. Cards about your brother. Sadly missed. Oh, my goodness.
So sad.
And there's more. But let's head back. To me, it's just, we'll go on the main path. We don't need to go past all of that. But it's along here that Jack the Blaster's ghost is supposed to walk. And to be honest, you can sense the sadness here, can't you?
Can.
You can carry a degree of sadness.
Got to know that. I mean, down this bank would have been their last walk.
Yeah.
Wouldn't it?
Yeah, absolutely.
Walking down here would have been their last walk.
The last place they came to.
Sad.
The whole thing is absolutely tragic. And yet you've got the grotto. Now we'll head back to the grotto. I'll tell that story, and then we're heading on. We've got a couple more places to hit, and about 10 separate hit and runs, because we've decided we're going to sweep this whole part of the countryside. And you can dig out another microphone when we get to the car as well, Kenny.
If we can make it work.
We'll do the best we can. Now, talking about this.
There's the one in the seat as well, isn't it? Or is it not?
It's
No.
If you're struggling and need help, ring this number.
Yeah.
And it doesn't matter how many times you place notices like that, you need someone to tell them.
Yeah.
In my experience, and I've had to keep people talking until the police broke down doors on, I mean, literally probably 150, 200 occasions. So we'll get along to the Marsden Grotto. The grotto itself, as I say, it was like a smuggler's paradise. It was built for people who didn't want to have anything to do with the police, with the customs, with the tally man, and they would come along here and meet and gather and essentially look after themselves, which is why that bloke ended up dead in the barrel here. I'm all right, lads. Hiya. So anyway, when we get to we came here, we were invited into a ghost hunt. And we went along and we went down in the lift, and they told us, oh, this place is haunted. And of course, back then there was a much greater degree of skepticism from me. And let's just move away from where folk are. You see if you can find them. Yeah. So they asked me to come down on a ghost hunt. Do you want to give me that, will you?
Right.
I don't know whether I can so
You need that in your pocket.
slide it in the pocket. There's a pocket there. Oh yeah.
Sorted?
Yeah, so sorry about that. Let's just watch the buses going by. Now, this whole area, there is actually a little funny story, just an aside. When we came out of the grotto at the end of our adventure, there was an old woman who really loved the show.
To be honest, I think that might be fine. I think it's the settings on there.
Well, set it away then.
I don't. How do you change them though?
Do whatever you can.
Right, I'll have a look. Yeah.
Pointed
Do.
that way. For the moment.
Oh, don't forget that's in your pocket.
I know. I'm getting it out.
It's in audio.
So we're telling you about
Hang on a
just
sec.
it's just a little aside. Now the aside was older woman. She was I was probably 30, 32, 33-year-old, and this woman was in her 60s. And she said, Alan, I've been listening to the show. It's been brilliant. It's wonderful. It's fabulous and all of that. And she came up. Now, this woman, as I say, 60s, little, you know, I would describe her as like a little Benwell woman or a little Dunstan woman. You know, the little woman that's bent over her shoulders?
Yeah.
She's probably only 50, but she looks 70. Yeah. She came up and she didn't have any teeth, and she went, Alan, I've been loving the show. I love the show. It's fantastic. It's lovely. It's wonderful. And I'm thinking, thank you very much. Thank you very much. It's 2:30 in the morning. We're just coming out after doing a full ghost hunt there, where we had all kinds of stuff kicking off. And this was me at the height of my skepticism. And she comes up and she says, can I have a cuddle? And I said, of course. You know, I always have a cuddle off you. So gave the woman a cuddle. And then she said, well, can I have a kiss? And I kind of went, yeah, why not? And I leant in to kiss her cheek. And she went, nah. Whoa. That really happened. And the crew that were around me at the time thought that was hilarious. I actually didn't. So we're clear. There's not too many people about. So let's come back down. Let's come back down here. You're going to lock it up, Kenny, as well. Well, we're getting in it in a minute, so probably leave it open.
it's just great being back, seeing it again, because it's one of the great little visiting places here and there on the coast. So, what happened during the ghost hunt? Well, and this is why my name is on all of the history stories, because it became a massive thing. Now, while we were inside the grotto, a jukebox came on super loud. Now, there was only 3 people in there, and they were all together at the time. Now, it wasn't on film, it was just audio, it was just sound, but we were all sitting together at a table and the jukebox came on. All the staff were gone. We went to the jukebox, it was plugged in, but it wasn't switched on. So how does that happen? Across the rest of the night, pretty much nothing. To be honest, there was the odd bump and bang, but anything that I would have said was in that magic 5% that we look for, because we disregard 95%. And then all of a sudden, I spotted the chalice behind the bar. Now, the chalice was said to be the cursed chalice, and it was full of dust and dead, dried up spiders. And it said that nobody drank out of that chalice since 1790. Now, this place is about 1782. So 8 years after this place was built, the tally men came down, a bloke saw them and started running for it because he was a well-known smuggler, and they shot him in the back of the head. That was the original story that I'd heard, and he was supposed to be haunting the Marsden Grotto. And every night, something like 40 years, the last thing that members of staff did here was leave a pint out on the bar for the ghost of the man shot by the customs officers. And nobody ever had drank out the chalice. So the first thing I did was go behind the bar, wash the chalice out, fill it with some ale, and necked it. For the rest of the night, we got a few little bits, but nothing shiny and magical. So what happened next was the horror. And when I come to places like this, back then, I didn't have the experience in that kind of thing as I do now. I've had decades of it now, and I know what I'm doing. I don't take chances. But back then, it was kind of blasé. Well, nothing's going to happen. And it's when you go into it like that, without showing a place of respect, that you kind of flip to the dark side. And this is a problem. I get a phone call 2 days after I've been here from the manager. Excuse me. Now, the manager says, something horrific happened last night. I said, oh, what was it? Now, this manager held the key to the wine cellar, to the booze cellar, where they kept the casks and the barrels, around his neck. He was the only person with a key, so that he could keep control of the stock and nobody could get in there. Now, he went to the cellar, opened it up, and it's a foot deep in booze. Casks had exploded, wine bottles had popped, and a mixture of all of that booze was a foot deep on the floor. He opened the door and it all just poured out. He says, how could that possibly happen? I don't know. 4 days later, I get another phone call from the manager saying, somebody's just nailed a dead chicken on the back door down at beach level where we were going to take you, but the signal defeated us. Dead chicken. Now, we do know in the 1880s, the beach behind where the grotto is was used for black magic rituals on the beach. People painting images and carrying out ceremonies late at night. So we know that there's issues. But even so, I said, it'll all wear off. It'll stop. Don't worry about it. And then about 7, 8, 9 days afterwards, from here, now, when you were on the stairs with me, you could clearly see the building that used to be the old, you can't call it a coaching inn, but an inn nonetheless. somebody in the middle of the night climbed over this fence here and walked to approximately there where my torch light is and leapt off. Now, the people who lived here, obviously the landlord and the landlady, they're in bed that night. And all of a sudden they heard this massive explosion, and the young lad who leapt off came in through their bedroom ceiling and was hanging on the joists, staring down at them in bed, bleeding on them. Now, none of these things I could possibly have anticipated, but the manager said, it's all because you drank from the cursed chalice. And I couldn't argue with it, because I don't know, was it? You discount 95%, but there's somebody dead now. And they had to come along, remove the body. And since then, there've been, as you can see, many, many, many more that have taken their life in this kind of manner. So whenever anybody talks about Marsden Grotto, I'm kind of synonymous with the story now. Now, the people that ran the grotto at the time packed up, left, gave up the grotto, and went off to live in Yorkshire, keeping well away from any pubs or any bars that had any kind of ghostly, haunty relations. They wanted nothing to do with it. And now it's in separate hands, and they try and distance themselves a little bit. I don't think they should, but they distance themselves from ghosts, and you cannot blame them. And it was probably my fault that they have nothing to do with it now. I do feel a degree of guilt. Now, I was told later that the satanic bit with the chicken might just have been somebody's daft laugh. Other people said, oh, I'm a bar manager. Sometimes if the temperature drops too low, casks can pop. Casks and bottles simultaneously? I don't know enough about it, but people were kind and said, don't worry about it, Alan, it's probably just a temperature thing, nothing spooky, nothing ghostly. And somebody committing suicide in a place where for 500 years people have committed suicide, it would be very easy for me to be blasé and say, that's not in the 5%, you know, that's probably nothing to do with me. But I do carry it every day, rightly or wrongly, because me thinking that I knew it all, it's arrogance. Me thinking that I know for the best at a time when I really didn't know as much closest to what I know now. Maybe it all played a part in tragedy. And you've seen how that tragedy hurts the people around them. And this is from people who say, nobody loves me, nobody cares. If I was dead now, who would give a bugger? And you'd be surprised how many people hold you in their heart, even if you don't realize it. Anyway, we're getting in the car. We're heading now to a monolith. Ooh. Now, if you're a T-Rex fan, you would go, ow, because there's a song called Monolith on Electric Warrior. However, this is a monolithic place that people drive past all the time, and probably 1 in 10,000 have actually stopped to take a look. We're stopping to take a look. Let's dive back in the car. You can give me the camera while you, because you're going to be the drivey person, and I'm going to suddenly become the cameraman. Let me just dig this out. Oh, right. Thank you very much, Grotto. The 1782. How amazing is that? Right. Cameras, torches down. Let's get in. I can, but pass me the camera, Kenny. Right. And that trip. Right. Yeah, road trip. Got it. Is everything plugged in? And get rid. Oh, hang on. I can rest that there, and you can come with us. Hold on a second. I am without script suddenly. Oh, I see what I've done. Yeah, we're all good. Right. So get ready to go. Hang on, I'm going to have to... Right, can you...
Sure you're all right?
I am all right. Oh, I haven't got a seatbelt on, but... you must have known. Bear with us, everybody. Hello, Rachel and Julie and Adam. They're with us tonight. Hang on. Right. Now, we're just heading about 100 yards to the next car park on your left-hand side, but it's very small. So maybe you're getting the wrong route, but that's all right. Here. Yeah. So...
We're allowed.
Yeah. Can you put the... Careful, there's a big stone wall in front of you. You can't get out this way. You've got to reverse and turn around. So, Marsden Rock, half of it riddled with caves. A lot of the houses in and around Sunderland have got caves underneath them, you know, underneath their houses.
Really?
And just some of these houses on the opposite side of the road, when they were sold to people, you're going up here and turning left. When they were, whoa, sorry for bouncing. When they were sold to people, these houses that's directly opposite here, you probably see them, they discovered that there was something going on with their houses. They went digging under their floor, and when they dug up the floor in the living room, because they kept hearing voices from underneath the floor, which seems ridiculous. And they dug them up and they found these tunnels linking down to the coast. So there's a whole host of stories related to that. Also, just along the road at a place called the Jolly Sailor in Whitburn, if you're noticing a fair bit of mist and fog on the road where we're going, that is absolutely normal because it is foggy. A bloke called William Bloxham owned the pub, or had the pub, the Jolly Sailor, and the big pub land. Watch out on your left-hand side because there's a car park on the left-hand side. It's not very far along here, Kenny, and we'll be stopping ever so soon. Hang on, I'm thinking, where's the? Is that the light there that I can switch off? I think it is, isn't it? That's better. Well, there's a car park that's called Lime Kilns Car Park. Yes. Yes, this is it. Little, small Lime Kilns Car Park. This is where we need to be. It is indeed. Right, so get out, come round, take the camera, and we will be...
I've got the balls.
I've got the balls for anything, Kenny. You should know that by now. We're going to visit these amazing lime kilns. So we heard about Jack the Blaster. Some people called him Blaster Bates, but it was nothing to do with anybody called Bates as far as we could see. And yeah,
already.
There you go, Ken. There's onwards ever onwards, and I shall take the... Just got to get out of here. Yeah, man. There's two ghost stories where we're heading, and now we're going across the road and up there. Yeah, come on. Really? Absolutely. Now the light's not on, your torch isn't on, so... Stay on this side till we see the gap. Now they've got a lot of it fenced off now. Do you see the fence? But do you see the building? And that's the bit that's haunted, this bit over here. Just turning the torches out because there's cars coming. So literally you've only got a few hundred yards along the seafront and you've got something else that's absolutely amazing. Let's just go for it, Kenny. You're just looking for a little walkie bit. Can you see a walkie bit? If a car comes, we'll make a walkie bit. Yeah, I've got that. I've got that feeling too. Oh, Kenny, how are you? This is oh hell. Yeah, this was maybe not the best idea. Ow. Get closer. Yeah. Well, you're banking that it was driving they were learning. Right, here we go. This is the lime kilns. And these, oops, stay close, Kenny. Oh, look at this. Now, I was told that you could get past the first fence, and you can. Yeah, there's a track here. Here we go. Oh, did you hear that? There's voices here. Are you hearing that?
Yeah.
This is the old track along here. That they down a bit, Kenny. The old track you can see. And they used to move all of the stuff. I'm going to light it up. Film what you can, Kenny. This is all barbed wire, so we're not going to be a bit dangerous. And there's another track where they used to move stuff about. Look at this. Can people make it out?
I didn't realise how big this was.
Look at the top there. It's absolutely immense. You hear howling here too.
People asking where's this new person, because you mentioned the name. That was going to be Whistles from now on.
Did I?
You did. Teresa.
Oh, Teresa. Yeah, of course. Oh, I thought you meant in physicality.
Yeah, people thought.
Teresa's just here in our heart because she's housebound. She's not able to get about. So we take Teresa everywhere we go. But if you look here, you can actually see into the kilns. Look. Look at that. I wish we could get into them, but...
Well, we probably could if we went across there, but then you're going to...
Then there's a dip. There. I know. There's a massive dip.
There must be a way in.
Well, they say not. They say it's but this, it's as big as like the Alexandra Palace. These are... Now, you see this area here. I don't know. I'm lighting up an area on the top.
Mm-hmm.
I hope you can see it at home. Do you see there's like a barrier?
Yeah.
Right at the very top. Now, there's a man called John Duncan who died there.
Ooh.
Now, yeah, we're not seeing a lot, but we're getting the shape of it.
Can you ask Alan the necromancer?
Yes, absolutely. But I think we want to do it. We probably should do it here because that area, just light it up again. Now, back in the day, this man called John Duncan, he was
Apparently there's a house here as well that Jackie wanted to do up.
Is that right?
Yeah.
Well, the lime kilns back in the day, directly behind all of these amazing lime kilns that go right the way down there. It's a massive building. Behind them on the top, there's a quarry. If you go over the top, it's a massive quarry. Uh-huh. And John Duncan's job was to come over to this area here, behind the quarry. Well,
heard that.
Voices, do you get that?
Yeah.
Wow.
Oh, we need to get the balls out and necromancer.
We'll definitely do that. On the cliff behind the cairns, near the left kiln tower, where the barrier is at the top. So we're on the right spot here. John Duncan, a plate layer, used to drag along a massive trolley full of red hot embers, white hot steel, and he used to tip it over the edge. You see, he'd come up to there, Kenny,
yeah, up there.
And then he'd tip it down the hill, just here, tip it down the hill.
Yeah.
And at the bottom of the hill, apparently, presumably literally just down here, there was all the red hot embers, white hot pieces of steel that they weren't going to use. And John Donkin slipped, and he and his barrow came down, and he landed in the middle of the burn pile. Now, if you go on the pit website, it tells his story of how from that barrier, he went all the way down, landing on the burning pile, and his face and body was unrecognizable to his family when he came. So let's set up and let's see what we get. Let's necromance a little bit. Kenny, if I were you, I would walk the edge and then come back to me after about
your mic will be okay now.
50 spots. I'm hoping it is. Right, so it's all good. Let's see if we can necromance. Right, necromancer, come on. Put the amplifier on as well. John Donkin, we know there's also a woman whose ghost is... Ah, here we go. Right. See if we get anybody. Now, we do have the amplifier, which we... Oh. What? We're getting full sentences now. Right. Death. Death, certainly true.
If that wasn't ball way, I'd be a cluster, I think.
Yeah, me too.
Oh, the balls are going.
The balls are going, all three. All three.
Oh.
Get closer, Kenny. Turn your torch off, Kenny, just for a second. There's another ball on the other side. So let's necromance just a little bit, see what we get. Right. Kenny, look. Hang on, light it up. You need to light it up. There's something over there. Over there, Kenny.
There. Oh! That came past us.
What was it? What was it?
I have no idea. That actually came right past me there.
Uh-huh.
Oh, I hope you see that at home.
Look
That was
right,
like,
Kenny.
Honestly, that was really strange. Yeah. Did you see that? You must have. Did you see that?
I saw something. It was like a white something.
It came past my shoulder. Oh, that was weird. And the balls.
Oh, hang on. Turn the light off quickly.
Oh,
Go to it. Go to
what
it.
the hell was that?
Closer. Right in.
Oh, it's going there.
How about that?
That was
Oh, look, it's
weird.
off again. They're off again. Kenny.
Oh,
No, not the
it's
light.
all happening. Did you see that though? There was actually something came past me there.
I saw something white. It just was a flash of,
It came past my shoulder.
just a flash of white for me. Now, there's another story here. You see this trackway?
Did you see that?
I hope so. Did anybody see it? If anybody saw it, please tell us that you...
Those you saw it.
They saw it.
They definitely saw it.
Brilliant.
They definitely saw that. It came past my shoulder.
Did you feel anything?
It felt like something pushed past us, and it really came past my shoulder. And it was like as though it was running. It felt like a figure. That felt like really felt like a figure.
Wow.
Did you actually not see it?
I
Or
saw
did you see-
something. I
Yeah.
just caught a glimpse of white. Just a glimpse of white.
That was quite weird.
Let's walk along here.
Well thought as well.
Leave the balls where they are. We'll come back to them. And if we...
Oh, that was a bit astonishing. Wasn't it?
That was amazing. But along here, there's another ghost story. Now, apparently, if you keep going behind the colliery that's behind here, there's a place called Lizard Lane.
Right.
Because, you know, we got the Sutter Lighthouse along there on Lizard Point. So you got a road here called Lizard Lane. Now, back in the 1890s,
Yeah.
a girl was murdered on Lizard Lane by a man called Alistair Robertson. Careful. Okay, are you all right? Oh, look, the balls are going. The balls are going in the distance. I don't know whether people can see them. Oh, they've stopped. Oh no, they're there. They're still firing. As soon as we start talking about, and this girl was called Madeline Bell. Now the story is, it's not much of a story to be quite honest. We haven't got the historical depth of it. We know that Madeline Bell died. We know that Alistair Robertson killed her. They could never prove that he killed her, but everybody in Shields knew it was him because he was a bad bugger. And he killed her because he was jealous that she didn't want to be with him anymore and was starting to meet other lads. That was enough for him to batter her to death on Lizard Lane. Now, ever since she died, she's been seen along this track. And it's not a question of, I mean, as if this wasn't amazing enough. And let's face it, I think that even...
I've just seen this man figure walk the opposite way. Ken's got a screenshot of it, of that figure.
Brilliant.
Sean saw something white. Definitely saw something there. So we've got that.
Brilliant.
That was
But
weird.
along this track is where Madeline's supposed to be. So when we get along to the far end, we'll necromance again, okay? And we'll necromance on the way back.
I swear I could see something else there, mate.
What? Look at this. Look at the building. It's amazing. Amazing.
Something come at the other side and I saw it. I definitely saw something there.
Right.
But they saw like a man figure, a white man figure.
Oh,
There's something going along that track.
somebody's just come
Something
up.
along that track there. There! Am I seeing? Am I being stupid here?
I'm not seeing it, Kenny.
There was definitely something else there.
I'm not seeing it. People know Tony, for example.
Nice. It's so dark.
Tony's just staring through the camera most of the time. This is Kenny looking through the camera, but you saw it on camera. You
Normally, yeah,
you didn't see with your eyes.
I saw it through the camera.
Right.
No, but I felt something when it came past.
Right, let's keep going along here then. See what we...
Weird.
But you see, you can see inside these kilns. Look at them.
That was just completely weird.
On the way back, we... Oh, look! Oh, jeepers, the lights... Oh, you probably cannot see them.
I can see the balls going.
The balls are lighting up in the distance. Come back along here, Kenny, because this is where this Madeline Bell from Lizard Lane. Oh, what the hell was that? I've just seen something moving along the top.
The top.
Yeah, look. Can you see that? There's a figure on the top.
There's something
There's a
moving up
figure
there.
on the top.
That's looking down.
There's a figure on the top looking down. Look, 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 look.
Yeah. Keep it just underneath. Go like underneath. I wonder if you can see that.
Oh, look.
Oh, right there. There.
What the hell? Unbelievable.
What is going on?
Kenny, we're getting some stuff here, mate.
Is that a plane in the sky? That's a plane, isn't it?
I
That
hope.
plane?
I hope so.
There was something in the sky the other night. There was loads of lights going up in the sky the other night, you know.
Do you see him?
I missed it, but
Come on,
loads of
Ken.
people took photos of it. And let's see this thing.
Look at the shadows on the buildings there, over there.
Weird. This is just weird. This is weird.
Bizarre.
The necromancer definitely more
On the way back, on
Yeah.
the way back to the
to the balls and that.
balls,
Car.
for sure. So Madeline, if she's here, we'll try and catch her. Oh, blimey!
This is weird.
But look at this. Look, 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 look. Even just the.
Oh,
What?
it is a plane. It's a plane. I just saw something in the sky.
Okay. Oh.
It is a plane. Yeah, red light.
Have you noticed how cold it's gone?
It's freezing.
Look, 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 look. Shit!
What was that?
Something white's just gone.
And there's a
But
noise
it's-
as well.
It's against the wind. You know the wind's going this way.
Yeah, yeah.
Something went that way against the wind.
The shadow was on the bricks walking the opposite way to you. So clear. Just seeing more mist, Stefan.
More mist.
More mist as well.
But look around. I mean,
There's nothing. I mean,
if we're light up, essentially where we are, light me up, Kenny. Is there any mist anywhere?
there's nothing anywhere. I mean, that's not sea threat.
No.
Not sea threat. That was like a figure.
But we've seen stuff moving along here in the opposite direction to where we're going.
There's another plane. Look, there.
Yeah, I see it. But look at the walls, though. Look, you can see. It looks like there's people. Oh, look at that bloody thing again. Is it a post? Ah, it could be a post. Ah,
Oh,
didn't look
no,
like
it
it before.
No, it was not before.
Couldn't see that before. Crazy.
It's like a coliseum thing, isn't it?
It's amazing.
It is like a coliseum.
No question about it.
Oh!
What?
I just saw it again on here.
What?
That wasn't your light. That wasn't your light, was it?
I don't know what you saw, Kenny. Kenny, I'm going mad because I can't see anything.
Oh, there was something else again there. This is just so crazy. The balls are going up in the distance.
Oh, yes, they are. Look, we've got about another 50, 60. Well, less than that. We're going to get to the end.
This is mad. Is this known to be haunted?
Yes.
Properly haunted, though.
This path here that's just up ahead. This is where Madeline Bell walks, apparently, so she can look out to sea and remember the happy times when she was.
The man had his head down with a hand in his pocket. That was brilliant. This is crazy.
Who'd have thought? I mean, we thought we're going to get freezing along the seafront, but
Yeah,
there's a
and
lot
look
of
how
good
the
stories.
A grizzly trail.
Kind of, absolutely.
This is just crazy.
No doubt about it, mate. No.
Noises as well.
I'm hearing whispering.
Whispering.
Did you get the whispering?
Like on the air, you can hear the wind and the suddenly it's like there. I heard that. That was
What?
a shout. That was a shout.
Who's going to shout?
That was a shout.
Look at this. This is. You see the top where the building, this monolith, if we call it a monolith,
Yeah.
transforms back into natural rock and grass and
Back here.
merges into the cliff.
Yeah.
But it's along here. This is where she said, let's walk back. We'll collect the balls.
Yeah.
What?
I just heard a voice again. But that sounded like a name, shouting a name.
A name?
Oh!
What?
I
What?
felt something again there. I felt something again. I really felt it on my shoulder.
I'm not far from your shoulder, Kenny. I saw
felt
nothing,
something there, like-
nothing. I got nothing, mate. Right, let's head back.
This is just crazy.
Going to necromance on the way back. So,
Oh, something black there.
what?
There's something black in the air, just up there. I'm not seeing these things. It's a, do you know what I
People
mean?
have to
I'm
see
not
them, otherwise they
imagining
don't
this.
count, Kenny. Unless other people see
There's
them,
a black thing
they
there.
don't count, though. Oh, mind. I know we want to go back to... Oh,
Sheena heard the whispers as well. Margaret heard a voice. There's definitely something here. There's definitely something. Oh,
What?
hell.
Careful the tracks.
Man, that was pushing.
Pushing.
I literally got moved. there.
Kenny, you're going mad, man.
I'm not going mad.
I hope people at home are seeing this, because
I'm not going mad.
I'm right beside you. I'm not seeing it. I saw a bit of white before, and I saw something black moving.
You're not getting affected then?
I don't know. Nothing's touching me, though.
I hope it does.
Ah, bloody hell. Well, so I'd be happy for it.
Not like
Did
that.
you hear that? It's like a scream. Just heard a screamy kind of noise. Right. Right.
Noises and hearing voices. Different.
Let's necromance on the way back then, Kenny. Is there anyone here? Is there anyone with us? Yes. Hang on, you said yes. Yes. Talk to me. What's your name? Death. Dead.
That was dead, yeah.
Come on, let's head back then. Just being next to this monolith is amazing. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it.
I've drove past here loads of times. But
Never
taken
stop.
notice. You don't stop and take these things in. This is crazy. It was a woman's voice.
Yeah. Is that you, Madeline? Getting no response to Madeline, but
that's this thing again.
yeah. I didn't catch anything.
Well, you're here. If you're here, talk to us. You might not be able to pick it up because of
The
it's
wind.
a bit windy, yeah.
It is absolutely windy.
But this is crazy.
Look at this place.
You're right, Ken. Do you see the like growth circling with? That was a bit of that there, man. There was a lot of like.
I saw something white moving past, but then you said that and it did turn ice cold.
And then.
Oh, hang on, Kenny. I'm sensing somebody behind them.
Like following me.
There's something following us, Kenny.
Down this stuff.
Yeah.
Ah!
What? What's happened now?
You must have seen that there, man. You must have seen that.
I was heading the other way, Kenny. I'm necromancing, so I wasn't looking. What did you see? What? You're going backwards. What's?
It was literally here.
What? Was it a dark man?
No, it was like a grey, whitey thing.
I can't see it, Kenny. Can I see it, mate?
Again, Jackie said again. Just saw it again. Val again. Yeah, definitely.
Oh, how am I not seeing it? I want to see
How
it.
did you not see that?
I was going the other way.
I didn't see it. I saw it on the camera. I just saw it on the camera. Like I want like that one.
I just felt like that we were being followed by something.
Oh well, let's necromance. There's that. Did you hear that?
Yes, I'd heard that. I heard that. Give me a name. Come on.
Let's necromance. I bet when we get up there, them balls are like because this is crazy.
But I saw something dark moving against the wind, and I saw a bit of white like go that way. But that was ages ago. You've seen stuff since.
Like quite a few there. That was quite a few times. As if people were heading towards that, going into there.
Right, into there.
Yeah.
Look at this place. Look at this though, Kenny. Look at it.
That wasn't me breath. Heather, it wasn't my breath. Yes,
Well, hang on.
Here's my breath.
No, yeah, aim it that south side. Hang on, let me get in front of the camera. Hang on. No breath. So whatever it was, Kenny, you actually saw it, mate.
Oh, I saw that.
Right, come on then. Come on, Ken. Let's.
No, it's not going to follow me.
I think it's just going to stare at you when you're in your bed. That's what I. But there's the tower where the Donkin spirit is said to be at the far end, where he death.
That is really creepy.
Look at this. You'd want to be in there, wouldn't you, Kenny?
Oh, yeah.
Look at that. There's a doorway.
Who's in there then? Come on, give us some names.
What's your name? Al?
Al? Could be Al or Al.
Alf, maybe. It's an older name. The amplifier's not amplifying the way
that actually sounded like your voice.
What?
That actually sounded like your voice there. On there. Is it someone was like, look at that on the plane just there? That's better.
That's better. Yes.
Yes.
What's your name? Did you push past us before? Did you push past us? With the wind, I'm not hearing too much, man. Kenny? Kenny?
Oh, I told you, didn't I? I knew.
There's a ball missing.
It really is as well.
There's a ball missing. There was 3.
It really was. It's got to be here. It's got to be here.
There's a ball missing. And just as soon as I mention it, the ball starts going off.
It's got to be here, this ball. That other ball's got to be here.
Yeah. Do you want to give me the camera and you have a look? It's a trick. Done. So I'm gonna pick the 3 up, switch them off. 2, and I'm gonna there's the 3rd one on the other pillar. Right. There's that. Give me this.
Right.
And
you need that as well then.
Stick it in my pocket.
Right.
If you will, and see if you can dig around for it, Ken.
This is just a bit weird.
Put it in my pocket.
It's all a bit weird.
In there would be lovely.
Right, that needs to be down.
Put it in that pocket. It's
Got it.
Right. See if you can find. Can it be too far away? Surely.
You don't know.
If it's been flung off by something, it should be just on the surface. Can he something for? See if you can find it, Ken. I think if it's gone anywhere, it's gone down the back, surely. It was one of the back balls just on this post. I put it there because there's like a big hole in it. Yeah. You want to put your hand, kneel down, get your hands in. I think it's the other side of the...
Got it.
You got it. Great.
Oh, no, I haven't.
You got it? Do you know this was going off and it's not pressed?
That is weird.
That's pressed.
Yeah.
But it was going off and it wasn't pressed. That one's going off now, but you've just put on there. So let's get it away. Switch it off, Ken.
We're getting loads of stuff here, though.
I know we are. But have we got to go to our next?
There's another plane. There's one just went 2 minutes.
That's amazing. They're everywhere. Yeah, I'm all right. I got it, mate. So tell everybody what you got, though, because to be honest,
down that.
I
track-
didn't see as much as you did.
Right down that track there. Something literally pushed past my shoulder, went across my shoulder. I could feel something. Then I saw movement there. Then further down, it happened again.
Right.
It was weird. There's something just happened there as well. There was just a movement there. An orb just there.
I saw something big and white
Yeah.
that turned against the wind when I first started, but I didn't see any of the other stuff you saw.
Oh, it was definitely there. People saw it, so they know it's not just making this up. It definitely happened. That definitely happened. Yes, I know. I know.
Let's slowly walk down.
I'm looking for some names. I haven't seen any names.
Somebody got Bob before.
Bob.
Few people have got screen captures of stuff, though, which is
Good.
good. So, Kenny, get through the fence and then I'll pass the camera over to you. And then it's over there. We just got to go through this wilderness again. So you just go through the centre part of it and Duke Dune. Right, Kenny. I'll give you that. You give me that.
Yeah. Come here. Come on. Anything else in your pocket's gonna fall out, is it?
Just my balls. Right. Oh, I did indeed. All right. We're going to necromance back to the vehicle, and then we're heading to the main place we're going tonight. So come on. Watch your step here, Kenny. This is all brambles. We thought it was just going to be cool places with great stories. Yeah. I just can't believe how much you saw, because I genuinely didn't see it, Ken. But that's good. Good to be excited. Careful, there's brambles underneath. Give me your name if you... Ow. What's your name? Come on. Yeah. Straight over, Kenny.
The name, yeah. See, just at the name. Well, give it a name.
Just with the wind blowing so strong, I'm having difficulty with it. You guys at home are probably picking it up better. So... Oh, blimey. That was really freezing cold, wasn't it?
Yeah, yeah. And it's not that cold, I've just said before.
Up there, I got a real chills up beside that monolith. Oh, wait. If you remember the song. Do you remember the song?
Yeah, I do. Electric Warrior.
Yeah, what a great album.
Do you know what his last hit was?
You're going to see a tree. Leave it alone. I love Mark. Oh, dear. Don't. He was great. I love him. I love him as much now as I did then, weirdly.
So a picture of the other day. We've really good picture. I don't know why, but it happened to a picture.
Right. Let's dive in, Kenny. Always. Just hang on.
That light's good flashing as well on that. I've taken the power off though already.
Really? Oh, it is?
Yeah.
How's that possible?
I have no idea.
Right. So we take the light out and we head on to the next one. Oh, the light. Kenny's got the light. Oh, it's flashing. That's no good. Right. Oh, hang on. Hang on. Gone.
Buddy. What should be sandwich?
Kenny sat in his sandwich.
Oh man, this has been mad. Are we sitting here for a bit? Or are we?
I just think maybe put your lights on.
Right.
The necromancer, even though I switched it off, kept going.
This is all a bit weird.
Come on, talk to us.
It's mad. It's been mad, isn't it? Hasn't it been mad?
If you
Maybe
just
there's
want to
nothing
hold
in the
that.
back seat. I don't want anybody following me back. There's no one in the back seat, is there? Have a look.
Probably.
It's like Gaz. Who's Gaz?
Guys. Give me a name. Give me a name.
What was her name?
Carl.
Was it
Did you hear that? Carl.
And there was a
Leah.
Is that Leah?
Chris. Chris?
Chris.
It was either Chris or Cliff.
Could have been.
Bry.
Off the cliff.
Yeah, that's right. Give me a name, please.
That was Leah.
But it was a man's voice there.
Yeah, man.
Man. There's a Jodie voice in there as well. Really,
Something about work there.
probably. So, what was your work? What was your work?
Said, that was Dad. Yeah, Dad.
Were you a dad? Whose dad were you a dad of? Who were you a dad of? Who was your son or daughter? Who was your son? Who was your son or daughter? Come on. And what's your name? What's your name?
That's a bit Lindsay as well.
Lindsay. It's random, isn't it? What's your name? Ernest. Got a female saying Ernest. What's your surname? What's your surname? What's your surname? Come on. Right, let's.
Got a bit there though.
It's just frustrating when there's so much one. Give me the camera again.
Did we see it there? Anne. Yeah.
And we probably did get an Anne. So let me move over. We are heading here. We'll take the light out. Is the light on? Yes. I'll take that off.
It all was just literally went up there in front of the car.
Wow.
Seriously,
I'm not saying
it
it.
went like that there.
I'm not doubting you. Just
You must have got your camera's facing that way.
it is.
It just went there up in front of the car.
It is. I've got the camera on, so hopefully we'll have got it. The lime kilns that we've just been walking past, they were built in 1870, heated by local coal used for agricultural steam manufacture. You know the top road where Madeline's ghost was?
Yeah.
Apparently the Marsden Rattler train went along there. It was called the Marsden Rattler because of the noise the stones made in the train as it went over the rails. You know, the whole thing rattled. And the Madeleine Bell story came from the Northern Echo in 1969, where they said a figure of a young girl wearing white, aged in her teens, thought to be Madeleine Bell, murdered on Lizard Lane in the 1800s by her lover, Alastair Robertson. You kind of turn around here, you're going to have to back out onto it once there's nothing coming. Now, along the coast here, where we're heading next, it's an area of the coast that's known as the Dragon's Teeth. Kenny's just waiting to reverse out. Some of these unpleasant sea stuff. Careful, Kenny, there's a car coming there. Oh, hell's bells. That's just me tinging. Don't crash. Don't got my belt on. All right. Yes, I have got my belt on, officer. Actually, I've just managed to click it. Just some of these things are hard to see from the shore. Your belt thing's obviously not working probably because it's still tinging. It's imagining that I'm not wearing my belt, but it's absolutely wrong. Hang on. Yeah, I'll just prove it by. There you go, it's in. I can't believe that your tinger's broken. Now be careful because you're looking for the car park.
It could be someone sitting in the back.
It could be. Now we're looking for the car park of Suda Lighthouse. Okay? Now I don't want us to pass it. It's just down here somewhere. Do you know where Suda is?
I don't know.
Or how where?
It's not wanted.
No. It's just a little bit further along. Enough for us to have to drive it. We're looking. Have we reached it yet, everybody? It's a bloody lighthouse. How can you miss a lighthouse?
Well, it should be lighting up, shouldn't it? Does it light up? It must work still.
You'd think. Oh, don't say we've passed it. Don't say we've passed it.
Well, we're coming in more into the built-up area.
Yeah. Just I took my eye off the ball a bit. This looks like too housey for it, Kenny.
Yeah. Go back.
Looks too housey. I think we're gonna have to turn around.
Sure.
I think we've passed it, Matt.
I don't know what happened, you know.
Well, I'll tell you what. If you hold the camera, I'll have a look on the phone once we're.
The car right
I know. We'll just find a place where we can turn, and then we'll do that. Sorry, everybody. The best made plans of Mason men and all of that. It's obviously not this.
No, I'm just pulling out to get him past this.
Yeah, no worries. Right. Hang on to that. Right. And let me kill the necromancer.
Past it, Ken said.
Yeah, I thought that would be the case.
Can we do not shut properly? No. All the doors are shut properly.
Right. So we've passed it. Let's turn around, go back and find it. Torch out. Bear with us. And
this has been a weird night.
It has. And there's no question about that. Let's have it back again. Right. Oh, hang on. I'm facing the wrong way. Hello, everybody. No, it's not. That's okay. Right, be careful because you're turning.
Fern Avenue we're on. If anybody lives here, hiya, Fern Avenue.
Careful, there's something coming this way and there's something coming that way.
Fantastic.
Do you want to? There's a flattened curb here, Kenny, if you want to.
No, I don't want to book me.
No, I understand.
Anymore.
All right, we're just waiting for any traffic coming. I would do it. I'll just do it. They're going to have to stop while you're here. Turn. We're there. Right. Right. So.
Dunstan in the house.
Right. Just take it nice and slow. We're We'll be there soon. We're not going straight to the lighthouse. The lighthouse is the last port of call. We've got a couple of other places that we want to go and see first. So just along here. They used to call, apparently, the coastline off here the Dragon's Teeth, the Sawbones. And this was in the 17 to 1800s. And then all the names just seemed to disappear. I'm sorry, but I love the idea of let's go along the Dragon's Teeth. And it was because oh, come on, it's got to be around here somewhere. There's a car park just before you get to the Marsden, the Sutter Lighthouse, rather. And the Sutter Lighthouse is off the road a little bit, so it is on the right-hand side. There should be a signpost saying Sutter Lighthouse car park, you would think. That's blocked by rock, so it's definitely not that. Yeah. This looks too near houses, because my memory of Sutter was surrounded by greenery and what have you. Yeah, that's Whitburn.
As you get older.
No. Watch the bus, Kenny, watch the bus. It's too wide to get past. And it's going to Sunderland via Seaburn and Roker. We did David Bowie at Roker Park many a year ago. Hang on, this is a sign. Sutter Lighthouse car park, that's the one. Yeah, this is it, 100%. Thank you very much, everybody, for guiding us.
It's all shut.
What?
All shut.
Well, can we park here? Just up against the gate?
Okay.
Let's do it then. No parking. Just say no parking. Do you want to park in the lighthouse itself?
How do you get there?
Well, it's just along, isn't it? I mean, it said 24 hours, the car park, when I looked at it online, but patently not.
Oh.
That's just annoying. Nothing coming this way, nothing coming that way. You're all right. There's the lighthouse. I can see the lighthouse. Let's see if we can pull in nearer then. If in doubt, do something marginally naughty. Just be careful, because it's literally just here. And if there's a little... Well, I don't know. It might have to be just an ounce on the edge of no. There's the lighthouse, just poking through the darkness. So there should be a little road into it somewhere along here. Is that it? Whoa, 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 whoa!
That's the house.
No, it's the lighthouse, isn't it?
That's the house.
You sure? Well, this must be the lighthouse then.
Sure.
Must be. Now be careful.
Car park. 150 metres that way, it's saying.
Can you get in there? Do you want me to run down?
That's going to be too tight.
You think?
Yeah, I can park here.
Park here then, right? Let's just block it. Just block it.
Got it.
Right. Careful, Kenny. Div not any damage. And Reginald Mole Husband, you are the safest parker in town. How many people are 1,000 years old that remember bloody Reginald Mole Husband?
What I'm going to do is go up there. Reverse.
All right. Okay. Just divot hit it. Have you got little beepies on it? All right. And we're just beeping. So we're not going to do the... I don't think we'll do the grassy greenery then. We'll not do that, okay? Just leave it there. Just don't move. You're done. Brilliant. Right, Ken. So, but we're just going to do the lighthouse. We were going to take you for a walk along the coastline, but I'm not sure how much you'll actually be able to see in the wilderness of it. And there's the... You've got that. Let me grab the torch. The necromancer has been particularly quiet, and I'm very surprised how much, because I didn't expect any of that really. Right, let's go. To be honest, we did so much up at the top end. We've only got about another 20, 30 minutes. So let's go. Oh dear. Right, Kenny, come on down. Yeah, the light's not on. So you go down and just capture what you can capture, Kenny. Now, along the coast here, where, we told you earlier that they were smuggling gin, tea, brandy, textiles. A priest was arrested for using the church to hide casks of ale. There's Little Marsden Rock. Do you know the rocks here are carboniferous, Kenny? Do you know how far back that goes?
Is that prehistoric or not?
315 million years old. The rocks here, that's exactly this. Can you see this, Kenny? The red end of Suda Lighthouse. And this is the place. Look at the plaque. It's got some great bits and pieces. Now, just along the coast, you've got stuff like the wherry. We heard the name of the boat. There's a place called the wherry that was used for shipwrecking. There's the Suda Hole, which is, look inside. Look inside. This is the place where we did a ghost hunt in here. And some of the women that we took in here were screaming their heads off, hearing noises and running around. But there's a story here, Do you know Grace Darling? Now, obviously, probably the most famous lighthouse keeper in Britain, certainly. And her whole family got involved with working in lighthouses. And they all had a family problem. Mary gave birth to a lot of children. And out of the 5 children she gave birth to, 4 of them died very, very young. And that's the tragedy that happened here. Because Isabel Darling was Grace Darling's niece.
Right.
And she lived here, married to the lighthouse keeper for 10 years. And around the back, opening times, free entry, lovely. Just for members. Yeah, absolutely. Lovely. That's probably a wherry, Ken, with the pointy end. But along here, this is the place where apparently Isabel's spirit is most commonly seen. There it is. Look at that. We're there. We're there, Kenny. Go and see you're catching stuff here too. Now, this is the lighthouse that Isabel Darling and her husband, 10 years, massive. But it's down here, Kenny. Do you see this building here? Now, when we were doing a ghost hunt here, we got noise actually in the lighthouse itself. But the most activity we had was there. Now, you see this area, they've made it into an area where you can sit and have a cup of tea or whatever. Yeah. But in that little outside building where they said that there's a foghorn and various other things, is how it was explained to me. Little 5-a-side pitch, yeah, Kenny, right. For a kickabout. But did you hear that? Did you hear it?
100% I heard that.
Almost like it was disagreeing with us. But the story of Isabel is an amazing one, because Isabel, the niece of Grace Darling, had the same problem as other members of the of the Darling family. They had difficulty bearing children. And Isabel gave birth to a child and it died aged 1 of something that they called it at the time quinsy. Whether it was quinsy, we'll never really be totally sure. But she buried the child not in sacred ground. She wanted it close to where she was so she could come and visit him every day. A 1-year-old little boy, and he's said to be buried just to the right of that building, round about there, if you can see it. I don't know, shall we have a walk down? Let's have a walk down.
In case people ask, there'll not be a part 2 of this, we're just going all the way through, aren't we?
We've rocked straight
We've
through.
rocked straight through, because we've already done
Down.
1 hour 41.
There you go. Watch your step down here, Kenny. I'm going to put the necromancer on. I know some people live in these buildings, so we don't want to disturb anybody. So let's necromance. See what? Oh, down there, beside where the body's supposed to be. See another lighthouse going off. Let's go down here. Oh, a rat. Do you see it?
Oh, yeah.
Look at the size of it. Yeah, it's about 1 foot long. Let's go and follow it. I'll bite it in half if I catch it. Come on, Rattus. Rattus novegicus. That was a huge little bugger. Right. We're from Viking stock. Thanks to Elaine, who sent me a lovely little tribute this week. So I'm protected from stuff like rats. Right, let's dump that down. Now, if you hear a male voice here, it's said to be a man called John. Yeah, the balls are here. Let me just amp it up first, though. Right. Well, there you go. Lovely. Give me some names. Do you see a light on it upstairs in the lighthouse?
Yeah, there's a light on.
There's a light on? There can't be because it's closed, but it's there. If there's anyone there, give me a name. What's your name? Give me a name. That's what I heard as well. Do you love me? The ball's going off, Kenny. Can't see it. That just... And there's no wind. Give me a name. Oh, did you see that? There was just a bit of white light that just went... Oh, that was... Oh, let's see then. Yeah, it's possible. Good rationale. What we're doing? I'm looking for you. What's your name? Don't. Why do you not want to talk to us? Somebody got a bit of attitude here, you know, but it sounds really Geordie. I thought he said working us. Like you're working us. How did you die? How did you die? How did you die? Fall. Did you go off the cliffs?
Not bad. Did you hear that?
That was like, look, look on the floor. Look in front of you. Like,
God, that was just. Look,
that is ridiculous. And nobody touched them. Nobody touched them.
but that band, what was the band?
There was a huge, it's like a crash on the coast, wasn't it? That was ridiculous. Go and look over the fence, can you see what's there?
Oh, I won't find that rat.
It'll find you, Kenny. Oh, hang on, I better get the. Oh, Kenny, quick. Look. Can you see them? Ah, they've just gone off. Damn. Are they the same two? Ow! Oh. Just walked into a seat. Kenny, they're the ones off the table. All four of them are on there. There's four of them there. There's four of them. Death. Come here then, switch you off. Put you in my pocket. You've actually given us more than I ever expected, if I'm honest.
That is definitely a light on there, look.
Well, we'll see it on the way. We'll catch it on the way out, Ken.
Please tell the rest of the report. There's not a part two. It's one long all the way through.
Yeah. What could make it sound like a car going off a, or somebody going off a cliff?
Might be my car getting banged.
There's something here though that's a bit rudgy. That's the lighthouse. What the hell is it then?
It's not a lighthouse. The lighthouse is just staying on. Isn't it? Is it?
Yeah. Don't know what it is, Ken. What was that? Something came down off the roof. No, it came off the roof. I saw it. Did you see the foghorn? Can you make it out?
Yeah, you can. Just.
Right, come on, Kenny. Let's head back up. We'll necromance all the way back to the car. All those things came up the table, and neither of us were within like 10 feet of them. Yeah, I've got them in my pocket. Oh, that's what I was told where the body is. Yeah, you see it?
Don't forget, you've got to tell everyone what they're going to need for next week.
Come on, if there's anybody under here, make a noise. Give us a. It's freezing rain. It's icy here.
Okay.
Bless you. Love to you. Nothing worse than losing a child. It'll be the night of Halloween. You're going to need 2 candles. You're going to need a box of matches. You're going to need a mirror, small, and you're also going to need a cloth to cover the mirror. We're going to now. these kind of things, you can do them by yourself, but in my experience over the years, when you do them and there's hundreds, and on some of our hunts, 25,000 people all at once doing the same ritual, it has a different level of power. So the more of you that do it, even if 2 or 3 of you do it in separate rooms, because you can, set yourself up so that you can see everything behind you in the mirror, and then just follow my instructions. 2 candles, a cloth, box of matches, and a mirror. Okay, that's all you need. And I'll date.
Look, there's somebody there. Sorry, Alan.
What?
There's somebody there.
Where?
It just went off. It went on and it moved. There's something moving, and then they just turned it off. There, look. There's somebody definitely there.
Oh, yeah.
Somebody there. Definitely, isn't it?
Yeah, he's got a very strong light as well. Right, up you come. Come on, everybody. Did you hear that?
I heard that.
Flapping, kind of. But it came from just over here. Now, there's supposed to be John, the ghost of a man called John here. And John is said to be somebody who worked as the lighthouse keeper here at Suter. But he went blind because he kept staring at the lamp. He used to go up to the top and walk around the edge, just staring at the bright light. And it drove him mad. And his ghost's supposed to be around here somewhere. You anywhere near, John? John's dead, all right. I know, I heard it. John's dead. So, Reggie. So Mary, Grace Darling's sister, lost 4 children in infancy. Isabel had 3 miscarriages, and then when she was fortunate and blessed to have a little boy, the boy died aged 1 year old and was buried on that grave that we saw, that piece of, if it's true, they think it's beside there. They said it was on the right-hand side of the building. Grace died herself, only 26, you know. No kind of age, is it?
Massive legacy like that.
Amazing. Look at them. Oh, there's bats on. They've got watch out for ghostly faces. More pumpkins and happy Halloween. When was the last time you saw one of them, Kenny? To get the mud off your butts. It is, absolutely. Say again? Say again? What has? The net curtains. Oh, it does. It's brilliant. That's brilliant. I just heard something right here.
Yeah.
Did you?
Walking on that.
Yeah, it was. We just heard somebody walking over these. How cool is this? Dad. Are you the dad? And who are you the dad of? What's the name of your children? Aye. What's the name of your children? What's the name of your children? Oh, stupid. Look at this. What a thing to leave behind.
Just seems to be a good one tonight. It has mine, doesn't it?
I didn't think it was. This was like I thought this was a story trip.
Yeah.
I thought it was a story trip. I just hope that people saw what you saw. Oh, Kenny, look.
I wouldn't have
Can you see the lights?
Yeah.
Is it just your light?
Might be.
Oh, give me your names. You keep saying you're their dad. What's the band's names? You with a Geordie voice. What's the band's names? Gabs. Gabs. What's your other children called? Gabs. Gabrielle. Gabs. What's the other names of your children? What's the name of your children? What's your name? Ah, frustrating. I'm going to knock it off. I'm done. We're done. Right, now we're back at the car. We're going to lock stuff up. If you want to come with us, you can. We'll take you along to South Shields, and then in the car we'll say our goodbye. How about that? Let's head down to Ocean Park, eh? And then we'll say our goodbye there, and then we'll head off. I will, absolutely. I'm just going to put some stuff in the back. Ooh. Now what it is. Right, Kenny? It is open. I'm just going to put all of our... What? I can. Yeah, there's a light on. What the hell is that about? Just dive yourself in. Sorry, everybody, this is the messy bit. I'm glad you liked it, Heather. Thank you very much, Pet. I shouldn't call people Pet anymore, should we? We're old school. We mean it kindly.